We got the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts, right? We wanted to see the Cleveland Browns go out and dominate. We wanted to see Deshaun Watson back from injury doing his thing. It was highly anticipated because of those reasons, especially Deshaun Watson, right? But then we got Gardner Minshew gave the Browns a surprise challenge, nothing they was expecting. He came ready to play and he came ready to win, trying to win. He putting full effort in. Young quarterback, this high draft pick, he's out and I have my opportunity to come in. So he came in saying, this is my opportunity to win, to come show the NFL that I belong and I'm going to always keep me a job, right? But it's hard to have a game plan against an aggressive front four like the Browns have. They are very aggressive. They get off the ball. They're big, physical, strong. They have long wingspans. They're freakish, right? All of them, right? But you have to prepare to get the ball out quickly, and not because they bring a blitz package. It's because of Myles Garrett in game, right? They getting off that ball and they coming off humming. They're not sending a bunch of blitzes to beat you with their defense. They're beating you with the front four. They're going to let the front four do all the destruction to your offense. So that's an advantage for the Cleveland Browns. You can sit back in coverage and let this front four go to work. But Gardner, he was not afraid of the challenge. And he actually has a little bit of swags to him, right? And his confidence is just like nobody else. He has a lot of confidence, right? And he is not scared to make a play, to make a mistake or try to go for the big play. I didn't see any of that in him, right? This guy, this man, Gardner, came in and did a pretty good job against a really good defense, right? So I know Indianapolis Colts have to say we have something to work with because, that was a great performance. He has confidence, he has guts, he has heart, and, he has the ability to win. And then he found a weapon with Josh Downs, right? He showed up big for Gardner, right? With over 100 yards. I think it had like 125. And then you had Michael Pittman Jr. with the big play, and he went 75 yards for a TD. And that was one of those plays where, you catch the ball and the secondary is just kind of out of it, and you just slip out of there and go for 75 yards. And the secondary missed some crucial tackles, right? Those are one of those plays that have the coach up at night and can't sleep. Like, how did he get through this, and why are we still giving up these big plays, right? The big plays, like I told y'all about big plays, the team should have a goal of only 3 big plays per game. And, that's the goal you want to try to reach. Will you reach it all the time? No. But you have something to go for as a team, right? And then when you accomplish these goals, you celebrate as a team. That's how you bring the bond together and things like that. But let me explain it to you again. Big plays are plays, any play over 20 yards. But it's hard to have a good defense giving up more than 3 or 4 big plays. So that's why that is a stipulation in the league. It's kind of a rule all over, on defense. Don't give up the big plays, because big plays lead into touchdowns. And we don't want to give up touchdown. That's the main objective. We don't want to give up a touchdown. We give up a field goal if we have to, but we don't want to give up a touchdown. But that 75-yard touchdown is one of those plays, like I said, that have you up at night, can't sleep, drinking coffee, have you taking one last shot of that Hennessy because you're tired of giving up big plays and you don't understand why we didn't make that tackle. But let me tell you, playing in the dome, going from natural grass is not the same. It's something about playing in the domes, going from natural grass and have to come into this new environment. It feels unusual if you're not used to it. You feel not like yourself, unable to run and plant your feet in the ground like you used to, feeling the different feelings of tackling and hitting when you're falling on the rug, because it feels like a rug, it feels like a hard ground. So it's something you have to adjust to mentally and physically. So I think that has a lot of issues with the Cleveland Browns when they had to come and play, the Colts. Making no excuses. I'm just telling you by experience, because it is definitely a different experience coming from the grass to the dome. The loud noise is right there, whether it's cold or hot. But like I say, we had to figure out whether we wanted to wear regular tennis shoes or cleats. That's how confusing it was. Now everybody kind of wearing cleats and they understand now, but I just wanted to give y'all a brief run on that the turf. But let's talk about Deshaun Watson, right? It was his first game back after injury, and let's just say he was not ready. I think his first pass attempt was a screen pass, and it looked as if he was pushing the ball, not throwing it in his normal way. Like he was still being affected by, whatever had him on the sideline. Then he attempts another pass to a guy that is open, but Watson held the ball and threw it late. And it ended up being an interception to Julian Blackman, right? And that was a play that I think Deshaun Watson could have made or he should have made. Then his last play of the game was just terrible all around, right? It looked like his shoulder injury may be affecting him mentally and physically, right? Because I'm not seeing the confident Deshaun Watson that we're used to seeing. I'm seeing a different version of Deshaun Watson, right? And for some people, it's hard to remain and stay focused after landing that big contract and having all those distractions they have to deal with, right? Because you work so hard and your objective is to get that main contract to take care of your family. But then when you get it, what are you going to do for your legacy after you get it? Because the money is there. Now, I have to have a little pride about myself that I want to prepare and go out here and make sure that I know exactly what I'm doing and I'm not going to let my team down, right? Because Deshaun Watson has a good chance to do something good with this team. This is a really good team, but they need him. I mean, they need him bad, right? If they want to do these big things, right? But I hope he get his mind right and come back ready to take the Browns to the next level because they got everything in place, the defense, the run game, special teams. Everything is in place. Everything the Browns needs. They just need Deshaun Watson to come man that quarterback position and lead them how he knows how to lead a football team. All right, say what needs to be said. Mike.